Welcome to another thrift store shopping day. I'm hitting a few thrift stores around town, hoping to find some amazing things for my vintage booths and my Etsy shop. So I can't wait to see what I find. So this hand-painted box, super cute, $2.99. I really like the colors. Boxes, of course, do well for me. So I think I'm definitely gonna get this little guy. He's very cute. So this bust is a bit over the top, but busts are super in. This guy is heavy. I'm gonna have to turn it over off camera to see what it's about, but I feel like someone might want this. We'll see how much it is. So turning it over, it was 30 bucks, but it does have a marking, like 19, I think that's 75. And it's definitely like produced by someone. So I have to do a Google lens on it, but it's a really neat piece. This little cat trinket box is so cute. It has a little bit of damage, so I think I'll pass on it. Although I am looking for stuff for grab bags now, like little things, and this would be very cute in a grab bag. I really love the little feet on this bowl, but the pattern in the center is just not me, so I'll pass on it. I probably could strip it and then restain it, but I just don't have time for that. But those little feet are so cute. Okay, this is crazy. It is a large religious statue. Really kind of creepy. It's $4.99. I'm definitely gonna get it because I feel like, well, religious stuff sells, but also could double maybe as like a Halloween decoration because it's so creepy. But yeah, $4.99 is coming home. So this little picture, like the frame is terrible, but what's inside, super cute. Like that would be adorable reframe. So I'm trying to decide if it's worth like $2.99 to just have the stuff inside, because I think someone definitely put this in here versus that's how it came. So I may do a little more investigating, but I may have to get it because that's really cute. I like how it's on more of like a mustard color velvet. Okay, so I opened it up and it's actually like a doily I think someone cut out and then mounted to that fabric. So yeah, that's how they made it. So okay, now I'm not sure. I'll probably pass on it. I thought it was kind of a cute idea as a DIY project. Folding shelves like this are not exciting, but they are great for markets and displaying. This one's 25 bucks, which a little steep, frankly. It is in good shape. I'll be passing on it, but usually if I find them super cheap, I always grab them because I have so many friends that do markets that need kind of the display pieces. So I'm standing in line, and I hate when I see people have stuff that I want, like this bowl. So good. And this wood bowl tray here. So he picked up some great stuff. So well done, person behind me. True to form, that Goodwill did not have as much luck for me as it did for someone else. Like that man with the cart behind me, which, I'm so green with envy because I would have gotten all those things, but he just got there first. So I ended up getting the little cat thing for a grab bag, and then this really creepy dude. I ended up putting back the box because I looked a little bit more closely like I do before I buy stuff, and it had a little bit more damage than I wanted, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, as I destroy my finds. So anyways, back in the car, going to the next Goodwill. So I'm heading into the Goodwill where I mistakenly, last time I was here, bought an urn. But the good news is it wasn't an urn. You guys told me that it actually was a keepsake box for a quinceañera. So that's why it had someone's birthday on it and the name. It wasn't an urn. I was so relieved. The shelves at this Goodwill are really packed, which I love. The last one I went to was pretty sparse. I already see some stuff that I like the single wood candle holder. I mean, $3.99, a little more than I want to pay, but I'm building an eclectic set, so I think I'll get this guy. And then, of course, I'm getting this. I mean, how sweet at this carved wood Mary and baby Jesus statue. That is $2.99, so this is definitely coming home with me. So this box is cool, but I think it probably would have had a lid. Yeah, okay, so here's the lid. But what in the world is that? A cannon? Like, why would I have a cannon? $4.99. No idea. No idea why that would have that on there. Maybe you guys would know. But it's kind of a cute little, maybe it's explorer's box. I don't know. Here's another, oh, that's a lid. Ooh, now I want to find the base to this. So this is the lid. That looks awesome. Okay, got to keep an eye out for something that has that as the lid. And, oh, here's a mirror. Oh, there's me. Hi. Wood mirrors like this, really great. And I love how it has the way that you can hang it both orientations. This is $2.99, so I think I will get this too. So this picture is beautiful. Okay, you guys, I think I do need a cart. I was hoping to just get this basket. That's my other like hack. If my arms are breaking, I'll just grab like a random Easter basket to use, but I feel like I'm seeing too many things I like this beautiful vase. Okay, I got a cart and I'm already loading it up with some finds. I did not look to see how much this was. Let's see, $7.99. It is really beautiful. I have to get all that styrofoam out, but definitely gonna bring the studio piece home. Now, if this was not broken, repaired, I'd absolutely bring it home because anything cat sells, like especially like the Siamese cats, people love them. And so I definitely recommend picking up anything animal related, really, because someone always sees their pet in them. Well, this is so heavy. I can't tell what material this is, but it weighs like, my arm is literally breaking. It's $9.99. I think I'll pass on it, but it's kind of neat. Almost reminds me of a bowling ball though. So I thought this was a manufactured piece, but it has like that on the bottom. So I think it might be something someone made, like handmade. It's really cool. It is $3.99. I'm gonna open it up to see if there's any chips or anything, but I think I may get it. So I'm always looking for mugs, and I spot a couple handmade ones. This one looks really good. $1.99. Love the color and the pattern. And then this is another really pretty handmade mug. So Jenny Joy, I guess. What a lovely name. Anyways, this glaze is so good. This is a very pretty picture. Let's see, it has on the bottom, yesteryears, Marshall, Texas. Okay, I know nothing about this type of pottery. So I'm gonna have to do a Google Lens on it, but I think it's, where's the price? Where are you, price? You're not priced? Oh wait, there it is. It's $7.99. So that picture was only like 20 bucks when I looked it up on Google Lens, so I think I'm gonna pass on it. This store usually has a lot of studio pottery, like these like crude bowls, and this piece actually is really nice. And it has like under there like a stamping. But for me, bowls like this just don't sell as well, so I'll pass on it. But yeah, there's a lot of really beautiful pottery pieces. Some of them are man-made. Newly made, I meant to say. They're all man-made, newly made. Ooh, I'm tempted by these. Only $1.99. You guys, I just have such a hard time picking up glass stuff. I usually pass on it. Okay, you guys, so that Goodwill delivered. I got a whole box of great stuff for 25 bucks. So super pumped. So I'm hoping my luck is turning, and the next Goodwill I'll find some stuff too. So every time I come to the store and I find a pair of these Myrtlewood bookends, they are always in like the roughest condition. I do not know what people do with their bookends, but I don't know. Again, definitely some wear, and they're separating, you can kind of see from this part. So I'll probably pass again, but literally, you guys, over the past like few weeks, like a half a dozen of these, and they're all in bad shape. I do not know what the deal is. So there's a lot of like religious stuff with this one. She's very cute. She's $4.99, ceramic. I may have to get her. These are really neat. These vases are really cool. I'm assuming, yeah, they're like part of a set. Okay, I may have to get these. $4.99 and $3.99. I think they're really neat, and Studio Pottery is selling, and so I think I will get those. So this is a very fascinating bowl that I thought might be like from a set, but turning it over, it's definitely handmade. It's $12.99, which is a little steep, but I do really like the glaze. Oof, I don't know about this one, because $12.99 is a lot. So I think I'll probably pass on it, but it is really pretty. These are also really neat. They are actually from Italy. I'm assuming they're for pots, like you'd put your pot on it. I don't know if 2 is like enough or if you need 3. Probably need 3, right? But it's very interesting. Some more like Mary type statues. Like this one is for, I think, holy water, probably. Okay, they're really sweet. Okay, I may have to get these 2 because they're really cute. And then I found this thing, which is kind of creepy but cool. $4.99. It's definitely like handmade, and it has the hook on the back. All right, I needed a cart, you guys. I think I needed a cart. So I can't believe I've had to grab 2 carts in Goodwill because I never need a cart. Yay for me. So far, a good day outsourcing. So the pottery is strong today. I really like this vase, but it is, I think when I looked at it, it was $7.99 and no markings. I just really like the color and the shape. But for $7.99, I think I'll probably pass on it. This I thought was really neat, but it's not a handmade piece. But yeah, a lot of cool pottery today. This nightstand is really cool, but what's so funny is how many times they've tried to sell it. They have tried so hard with each marked down. Red is the current new color right now, so I just thought that was really funny. So these mugs are very interesting, but I don't, oh, that was loud. I don't recognize the stamping on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to send it to some of my friends. But they're really, really cool, the shape. So I'm actually downtown, a bit of an intermission between thrift stores to visit my booth. My vintage booth at Tiny Brambles. I am dropping some stuff off, and then I'm gonna grab some stuff that sold on Etsy, and then I'm gonna move some stuff around to my new booth that has their big like grand opening weekend. And so I wanted to take some stuff that had been sitting there that hasn't sold and see how it does in my new booth space. So that's one thing that people have told me is important, is to cycle things between your spaces, because you never know which one is gonna sell the item. So that's what I'm doing right now today. So I'm gonna show you my booth at Tiny Brambles. I mean, I know you guys have seen it recently, but I'm gonna show you at least the things that I brought in. So here's the booth space right now. Some pieces you guys will recognize, some things I don't think I showed you, but brought in some of these items today. This came from that epic brass lot that I had this weekend. This I had bought for my son's glasses, but he never actually puts his glasses on it. So it is now for sale. And I don't think I showed you guys this really cute small lidded pot. So I brought that in. And this is something I think I showed you this in the last video. Maybe. I can't remember. But I brought this very cool iron candelabra in, which I'm really excited. It's just so cool and sculptural. I think I'm gonna move these guys behind it. And then over here, I brought in this pot, which you guys heard me on the last video when I did my last like Goodwill run, that I was like on the fence if I wanted it or not. Sorry, the tram's going by. And then this very cool carafe from, I believe, the 80s. Love it. So this is kind of like my like dark black tone nook. And then I brought in a few of these little baskets because these sweetgrass baskets are selling. And because we're in entertaining season, I brought in these hand-blown glasses that I'm selling as a set. So yeah, just a few things that I brought, moved some stuff around, swapped some art out. So yeah, this is how the booth is looking right now. Okay, so I'm walking into the last Goodwill of the day, and I may shop at one more store after this. We'll have to see, because I'm kind of in a time crunch, but this is the Goodwill I go to all the time, so I'm hoping I find some good stuff today. So here's some very cool carved prayer hands. Let's see, they are $6.99. Oh, I don't know about that though in the center. I think it's just part of the wood, but it kind of looks gross to me. I don't know. All right, we'll think about them. They're very like well done and lifelike. So not super exciting for you guys, but for me, who has a lot of plant pots that I need to elevate, I think I'm gonna get this. It's only $3.99. So I really love this teapot. I love the colors. I love the fact that it has a black and white handle, which is totally unexpected. So I think it's actually $7.99 for the set, and they don't do sets that often, so I need to look it up. and see if it's valuable at all. It has any margin, but it's really cute. So I looked up comps on that teapot and they look kind of good. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it, but for $7.99 for the set, I'm gonna get it. So at first I thought these were misplaced and should be in the kit aisle, and then I picked them up and realized, nope, they are planters. It's actually kind of cute. But yeah, I was like, what are the kids' boots doing in the porcelain section? So this is a very cute ceramic lidded pot. Let's see how much it is. Ooh, $6.99. I'm shocked. I thought it would be a lot more, but I like the glaze on it. So I'm gonna have to take off this to see if there's any chips, but it's very cute and I may get it. There's so much of this ornate glassware, and I know nothing about glass, as you guys know, so I have no idea if it's valuable. The aisle is really filled, and for this one, this is a lot of glass. Usually there's not this much glass, so I really need to start learning about it because I feel like I'm always passing up something very cool. So I'm wondering if I should get this for my booth space, because I sometimes have like linens and I'm thinking about doing some grab bags. It's 15 bucks, but it takes up a lot of real estate, so I don't know. I gotta think about it, but it is a really nice stand. Okay, so we're back in my studio space and I'm gonna show you some of the items that I got while thrifting. I'm not gonna recap everything because that would be, I mean, you guys saw a lot of it in the footage, but there's a few pieces that I feel like were really special and I'm very excited about, so we're gonna go through those right now. Now, I got a lot of pottery on the shopping day and I am like amazed because pottery, as you guys know, it can get chipped and damaged when it gets donated, so anytime I can find anything that is damage-free, it's a miracle, and our Goodwills are very picked over. They're very picked over. You guys saw in the footage that there was a shopper who was grabbing all the good stuff at the same time that I was there. So I'm just grateful that I got anything on this shopping trip. So because it's summer, I have flowers on the brain. My hydrangeas are going crazy right now, and anything that can do double duty as like a pitcher and a vase, I am picking it up. So I really want to keep this because it is so beautiful, and I love the blues, and I love how the artist chose the colors, and I love this swirl pattern right here. It's just a very cool picture. It's very solid, which I like because anything that I'm filling with water and displaying with flowers, I don't, you know, I want it to be solid. I want it to be solid. And so this was only $7.99, which I was really excited about. I'm trying to see if it has under the sticker like a maker's mark, but I'm not seeing one obvious. It might be stamped somewhere else. Anyways, we'll keep moving. But this will be for sale, even though I really want to keep it because I love it. But you know, I gotta sell stuff, you know, to keep doing these videos. So this will probably be for sale on Etsy. Now, another pottery item that I showed you guys, but I never did open it up for you. So if you can have a guess what this is, woohoo! It's actually, I believe, a thing for butter, right? Is this one of those French butter things that helps keep butter preserved? I don't actually know how they work. I just know anytime I find a pot that has this very, you know, large section at the top attached to a lid, it's probably for butter. So this is definitely a cool, sorry that's loud, handmade piece, but I just loved how they etched away the glaze here to have this very cool pattern. So this is not right here, like this is part of the actual, what is it called? What is it called? Clay. This is part of the clay and this is the glaze. And it's just beautiful. And then it's artist stamped on the bottom. I need to do a little bit more research on this particular artist, but I just thought it was a really beautiful piece. Again, this will be for sale on Etsy, mostly because something like this, because it has this here, you're not gonna wanna put this in a booth setting because someone's gonna open it and they're gonna break this in a hot second. So the best way to keep this sucker intact is to sell it online so it only goes to its final owner and no one's messing with it until then. So you guys know I pick up religious stuff all the time. I think it's because like my grandma was Catholic and so she had religious items in her home, and so I just have always like had an affinity for them, and so I picked up two other Mary pieces. So you saw the porcelain ones that I picked up, and then this one is my favorite. So we're highlighting this one because I thought it was so, oh, there we go, so sweet. I just love how simple it is. I love anytime there's a Mary and baby statue carved out of wood. I just think it's very cool. I have never seen one like this before. And I have seen many of a religious statue because it's something I'm always drawn to. And I have a lot of reselling friends that also pick them up. So it's only $2.99. So I want to desperately keep this too. I mean, that's the problem I have all the time. You guys know that. I want to keep everything. And this one, so cute. And she's holding the baby, and it just, and you guys know me because ever since I had a kid, anything mama and baby, I just like could cry over because I'm so sentimental now. We'll see. If I don't decide to keep it, I'll probably pop it up on Etsy first and then take it to Booth Space if it doesn't sell. But he's so cute. Oh, so cute. So speaking of wood items, I also picked up this mirror, and mirrors, bestseller, hands down. You guys have heard me say this before. I said this in my trends videos. Like mirrors of any kind do really well for me. And there you can see that's what my ceiling looks like in case you're curious. When I always reference my wood ceiling, that's it. And this guy, this light fixture fan, going soon, going. I have a beautiful modern brass globe, like 70s mid-century light fixture I'm gonna be putting in soon. We have to actually get scaffolding to do it, which is, you know, who has time for that? That's the problem. Who has time for renovations? But anyways, back to the mirror. When I saw this, $2.99, really great, especially because it's like rectangular like this, great size. Mirrors always sell. Anytime I put a mirror in a booth, anytime I put a mirror online, it just, because everyone needs a mirror, apparently. So anytime I can pick one up, especially like wood, which is very unique. I don't always find like simple wood mirrors, and because cottagecore is very much in, and country decor, like this is like that beautiful, simplistic mirror that everyone's looking for right now. So had to get it. So another thing that I'm super excited about purchasing is this beautiful teapot. It is in such good shape. I was like, is this truly vintage? Because it's in such good shape. But when I did some research on it, it is in fact a vintage piece, and it had 4 matching cups. And the fact that they sold this as a set is a miracle, because they don't always do that at our Goodwills. They like to one-off everything. I'm surprised sometimes when they don't price a saucer and a cup separately, knowing them. But this piece I thought was beautiful because of the colors. And when I looked it up, like comps wise, like on the low side, this set, $69. And then on the high side, over $200. So I gotta do a little bit more research when I price it, but I can see why, because it just is such a stunning pattern and a unique handle. So I know I belabored that in the footage that I showed you, but I just thought it was like a stunning piece. Very excited about this. As a tea drinker, like I would love to keep this, but I don't usually drink tea out of a teapot because it gets too cold. I'm like, we have all the paraphernalia in our house to keep the tea hot in this house because we're drinking it so much. So this, I'm like, oh, it's gonna cool down too fast. So I probably won't keep it just because of that, but it is my colors. I absolutely adore coral. So I just cannot believe how many studio pottery pieces that I picked up. And so this is the last one of the pottery. I have some more pottery pieces, but I won't show them to you. I'm gonna do like at the end, like all the pieces that I picked up, and so you can kind of see everything at the very end if you are interested in everything I picked up. But this piece I thought was really great. It wasn't broken around the edges, which is always amazing, especially at thrift store, because you know 1,000 people are going like this and this, especially when you donate it too. But I like this because it's highly textural here, and then it has that like smooth, shiny glaze down here. It has the drippy, just a really interesting sculptural piece. I just like the shape of it. It's artist signed on the bottom. And anything like ginger jar or lidded jar, I would say does a little bit better than even a vase, just because it can be dual purpose. You could use this as a vase because this is watertight inside because it's glazed inside. Or you can use it as like a cute little ginger jar, a place to put tea, your like your loose tea bag. So anyways, thought it was really great, had to get it. So the last item I'm gonna highlight is this beautiful wooden candle holder. And the reason being is I kind of wanna show you what I have in mind in terms of putting together an eclectic candle mix like I do with my brass candlestick holders. And so I'm gonna do that. So hopefully you're seeing some footage now on the screen of how that styles out. I just think it's a really fun thing to do, to have like an eclectic mix of different wood tones and shapes and sizes. I feel like there's even more variety in wooden candlestick holders than there even is in brass sometimes, just because people, usually they're like handmade, hand carved by an artisan. And so that's why you get such a variety. And this one I thought was awesome because of all the different, like the live edge here and the different, I mean, look at that awesome like knot there. I thought it was just a very cool piece for $3.99. So anyways, I am building out a wooden candlestick collection. You guys hear me say that. It just takes me frigging forever to find enough of them to build a set. Not like the brass ones. Oh, but one thing people have been asking me is that for my brass candlestick sets, they ask, do I care about how the patinas are different between the brass pieces? And generally speaking, no. If something is wildly different in brass color, because sometimes it can be aged brass, it can be shiny brass, it just depends on just the I guess the makeup of how they made that metal. And also, have I shined it up or not? Does it have age on it and patina? But generally I try to do an equal mix of the different colors. And I also mention that in the listing where I say like, okay, there's a variety from bright shiny yellow brass to, you know, aged almost to like a bronze coppery brass. So I will make sure people are aware of that before they buy it. And then of course in the pictures, I try not to like brighten them too much to where that they aren't representative of what the finish is like. So anyways, it's just, I've gotten so many questions, like I feel like I need to address this to everybody. Okay, so those are all the finds that I wanted to highlight, but it was a really good day out thrifting at Goodwill, which I was like amazed. The first stop I did, I was like, oh, I didn't get many things. And I was like, I always get a little bit panicked because I know for you guys, it's more fun if I'm finding cool stuff than if I go to each store and find one thing. So that's why when I do these videos, I get a little nervous. Like I'm like, huh, am I gonna find anything for them? Which is silly, I know, but when I go to an estate sale or I go to an antique mall, I'm almost always finding something to show you guys, so that's just a little bit easier for me, for my nerves. Okay, so speaking of antique malls, I wanna show you my new booth space. So I just opened up a second vintage booth at another location. This is at Curiosities in downtown Tigard. It's near where I live, which is awesome. So I can easily pop there, see what's sold, do some styling, come back home. So anytime I have considered getting a booth space, I wanted to make sure I was in a spot that made sense for me and my schedule to drive there. So luckily for me, I have found two very close-ish places for me that makes doing that, like having a booth and owning a booth and keeping up with it much more doable. Okay, so we're gonna cut footage here. I'm gonna show you my new booth, how it looks on opening day, and then we're gonna come back here and do a close. So here is how it's looking, day 3. It's a lot of great stuff, a mix of stuff from me and my mom. So a very eclectic mix. I do know that I actually had 3 of these chairs the other day and 2 sold. Actually, while I was here, I always love when things sell when I'm here because it makes me very excited. So just 1 left. And yeah, I just brought in this stand that I picked up from my other booth space and this little mushroom planter over there hasn't gotten a lot of attention, so I brought it here because there's a lot of like younger shoppers at this antique mall, and so this type of thing might appeal to them. So anyways, yeah, here's how it's looking. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed shopping with me at my local Goodwills. I hope you enjoyed seeing my booth spaces. It just was a full day of thrifting and all things vintage. If you're looking for more content between my haul videos here on YouTube, make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Anything that's for sale in my videos, I usually link down below, but if you don't see something, just send me a message and I always can get it up on Etsy for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.